Today's episode is brought to you by The Gallery. Based out of New York, The Gallery is a curated collection of photographs from around the world. While we are all unable to travel, this is a great way to bring a piece of the world to you. All prints are made from 100% recycled aluminum, giving your wall that gallery finish. Right now, The Gallery is offering our listeners 15% off their purchase by using the code 15OFF. That's 15OFF. Go to thegallery.com, that's TheGallery.com, so your wall will never be boring again.
Cue the singing giraffes!
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of chaos, a dimension of stupidity. You're moving into a land of both idiocracy and ridiculousness, of things and ideas. You've crossed over into the Flipper Flicks.
I liked it.
Welcome to
good.
Flipper Flicks. I am Adam,
I'm Sam.
I'm Tim.
and we are glad to have you here today. Sam here is going to tell you about our social medias.
Yeah. We're on
We have them.
I feel like we say that every time.
It's a
but
thing!
I don't know what else to tell you except that that's where we are. We're on Twitter and Instagram. You can find us at Flipperflix. And then, of course, we release podcast episodes. You wouldn't be here if we didn't do that. We do that on a bunch of different platforms. The big ones are Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
Anchor.
We do that every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And, like, if you're feeling generous, you could rate us on Apple Podcasts. But we don't like to pander for reviews. So, like, if you like us, cool. If you don't, bye. On to you, Tim.
I was just going to say, if you don't, also cool, but that works too.
Not as cool.
Yeah, so we watched Earth Girls Are Easy, and this was from our recommended category.
Yeah.
From my Padre.
Yep.
Weird one.
One that my parents, who I watched it with, have never seen before or heard of, so that was interesting. Yeah, I guess I can give the synopsis. It's a mighty long book of a synopsis. So instead, I'm going to give you the Cliff Notes version. A Southern California girl, this is bad. A Southern California girl befriends 3 furry aliens after their spaceship lands in her swimming pool.
You know, if that doesn't grab
Nailed
you,
it.
if that does not grab you from the start,
Started a little
I don't
rough
know.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll give you the scores here as well. Critics was a 68%. Audience was 42%. IMDb was 5.4 out of 10. And Google gave it the fail with 85%.
Oh, no.
How
So
rude,
Google's on par
Google.
with everybody here.
Yeah, at least they're consistent.
Yeah.
Google. Rude.
So yeah, this was an interesting one.
Yeah.
I guess expectations, yeah?
Well, we saw it on Tubi TV.
Oh,
Yes.
that's true, I guess.
Yeah, it was pretty cool,
Which
pretty
is
cool.
pretty cool.
I like Tubi because it would tell you when there was going to be a commercial.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
was
Commercial
like,
incoming
sweet.
in 10, 9, 8.
Yeah, and then you're like, all right, well, I guess that's cool.
All right, getting ready to sprint to the restroom real quick.
Yeah.
Well, and I liked it. Besides Crackle, I put them on the same
Right,
range,
same.
right? Because they're like not
Yeah.
as well known. And I feel like there was more variety in the commercials than Crackle, because Crackle does the Hulu, like you'll see the same commercial.
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
times,
Well,
which
I
this
mean,
one didn't.
and we were scrolling through some of the movies on Tubi, and there were some, like, I was surprised. Like, a lot
They
of
have
the
some
movies
good
on
ones.
there. Yeah. Like, one of my favorite movies, Fury, is on there. And my parents hadn't seen that, and I was like, you have to watch this. Like, I was like,
Nice.
before I left, I was like, you have to watch this movie. Because it's just so good. I love that movie. But that was just
It
one
is
that
good.
stuck out to me. I was like, how is that on here? Like,
I feel like
what?
you went and searched it out while we were in Prague last year.
No, I did. Because it was
Yeah.
on Netflix over there. And so I watched it like 4 times. It was what I was like going to sleep to, like, which it's a war movie, so I don't, you know.
I don't.
it's a
That's
little
not
weird,
a movie you go to sleep to.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just interesting.
So yeah,
That I
Tubi
found
Tubi
so
has a
much on
good
there.
amount of movies though.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least-
big shout out
like-
to Tubi. But
Thanks. We're not sponsored by Tubi, unless Tubi, if you hear this,
Yeah.
we'll just start moving to only Tubi movies.
Oh no.
Then we'll have some dandies, clearly.
But expectations. So, my dad clearly is the one who said, "Hey, you guys should watch this," and I was like, "Okay, Dad, that sounds like a porn."
Yeah.
I told him that, and he was like, "No, it's a good one. It's a good one." I look it up. I'm looking who's in it. I'm like, "That's a very, very high class porn if it is a porn."
Yeah.
Like they got some big name actors for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not sure what to expect because like you read the synopsis, you're like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was kind of excited because it was into the unknown.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Sam to start singing.
Oh, no. I don't have my singing voice on today. Frozen 2, Into the Unknown. Okay, there you go.
There you go. That was beautiful. All right, now Sam, what about you?
So your dad recommended it, and I too thought it was a porno. So I immediately went and watched the trailer, but you didn't.
I
right?
missed the trailer
I watched
on this
it by
one.
myself, and so then I was pumped once I watched the trailer. I was like, I cannot wait to watch this movie. And so when Tim picked it, I was like, sweet, I'm excited. What about you, Tim?
I mean, I didn't look at anything about it, and my first experience like opening it, or I guess expectations started when it said from 1989, and I knew who was like in it, Jim
Yeah.
Carrey and Damon and whatnot, and I was like, all right, dope, I'm in, sold, let's do this. So I was like, maybe it's a hidden gem kind of expectations.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
In that intro, right? Spoilers, by the way. Like,
Yes.
we should
Yeah,
probably
big
say
time.
that. But like the intro, it just goes straight into like the most super 80s-esque
Oh,
intro
it was
you can
beautiful.
think of.
It was
Like-
beautiful.
They made it by 1 year. Like if it hit the 90s, it would have just gone all grungy, right?
Yeah.
No, this one was just a masterpiece of.
It's beautiful.
If you think of like superficial 80s that everybody like thinks of like neon and everything,
Yeah.
that is this movie.
Yep.
And like the intro specifically is like crappy graphics, right?
Yeah.
That look like who
Little cardboard
knows
cut.
what. Yeah.
It's like a heavy metal sort of situation
Okay, yeah. I could see that.
where it's like, I don't know, heavy metal is its own being.
True.
That's something else to see eventually. There you go.
Yeah.
True. Add to the list.
So I don't remember if this was before. I have it written down before I said long ass intro. But I have
It
the
was
part
long.
where it said, "I want some of that food, but not overcooked." Because remember, he's like
Yeah,
cooking that
Whiplock.
little ball, and he like chops it up, and then Jim Carrey eats it, and I can't remember
Yeah.
his name right now, but
Whiplock is Jim Carrey. Zebo is Damon Wayans.
oh, I thought
Wayans.
Whiplock. Okay, I thought
Nah.
Whiplock was the other guy, but
And then Mac is Jeff Goldblum,
oh, okay.
the blue one.
Well, I had that all mixed up. Yeah.
Oh.
I know who the blue one was. You mean the tall one? Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So I would like to try that alien food.
Yeah, where they had like the little bonsai tree. So they had
Yeah.
like a little bonsai tree with fruit growing on it.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's put some air quotes on that fruit because we don't actually know.
It kind of looked like a ball of gum. You know what I mean? Like they like,
Right,
plucked
yeah.
it off.
I thought it was like a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, that too.
Then he makes an expand-o-matic thing, and then he gets it, and he's like, chop, chop, chop. And I'm like, oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did like that he specified not
Well,
overcooked.
Overcooked. But he said it in reverse. So the alien language in this film is just words backwards.
I was
Really?
wondering if that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was
'cause
like, no, I don't know. I didn't think it was a made-up language or anything. I thought there was something weird about it, and it just seemed like, I don't know.
It's like a very nice, tiny little touch.
Yeah.
To like, you don't have to make your own language. Just read stuff backwards.
Yeah, because like they sounded different, right?
Right.
But like not different enough. And then also that like the way that like Jim Carrey specifically, I noticed it like when he pronounced stuff, like it didn't look like he was trying very hard, right? Like it
Right.
Yeah.
like it looked easy to him. So that makes a lot more sense now. I was like, oh, this sounds good, but like, what the fuck are they doing? So that makes a lot more
Yeah.
sense.
The two words that apparently gave it away to most like people were the words morph
Okay.
from,
Yeah.
because they were like, we are from blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it was we are ew blah 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 morph,
Yeah.
and then females.
Oh yeah.
Which they really wanted some females.
Oh, they were thirsty.
Yeah.
This whole movie should have just been called Thirsty.
Yeah.
Like, every single person was thirsty. Except,
Yeah.
no, Ted was thirsty too. I guess Woody would be the only, like, not. No?
No, he was.
No, he was.
He's going to
Every
the
single
beach.
fucker.
Yeah.
was just like-
Thirsty the musical.
Thirsty the musical. I like it. Yeah, the genres were like comedy, musical, romance.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Tim, look at you. Second romance since we
Right.
saw Swept Away.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to say it's a better romance than that. We're not even that far into this discussion.
Yeah.
Because, they, yeah.
Okay, so out of the 3 aliens, who was your favorite?
Zebo.
Zebo?
I liked
Call.
Mac.
Mac? Yeah.
Well,
I
Tim,
was a
you're just
Zebo
Whipple.
fan.
Oh, really?
Really? I would have
Not-
put you as Whiplock.
I would have put you as Whiplock as well.
Wait, I'm confused again. Is Whiplock Jim Carrey?
Yes.
All right, that's my favorite.
So we fit all 3 of them. Look at that.
I got myself
Yeah.
reversed again.
Yes.
I would say that, like, Jim Carrey was up there.
Oh, he played it much better.
Yeah.
He was more convincing and like how he like moved and stuff. But that's just
Yes!
Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey. Like that was
I
just
know.
him like having fun with it. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
it was not.
they were all 3 different alien, like they kind of all had their own thing going on. Like
Mm-hmm.
Jim Carrey was just kind of like Ace Ventura dinosauring everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, pretty
basically.
much, yeah.
I loved it.
Jeff Goldblum was being sexy Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, you could tell he was the smarter one and like
Yeah.
the captain
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
And then Zebo was just walking around like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Being crazy.
Just he doesn't know how to
Right. He's just
manage
really
a
confused.
body.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh my gosh.
They were-
Jim Carrey, his movements, just so many times he had me cracking up because in the background he'll just make a Jim Carrey ridiculous face
Right.
and I was just dying.
I feel like they gave him more, like they had him say more of their
I think
backwards
so.
language
Yeah.
because he was just able to nail it.
Like Sam said, he kind of like naturally did it, and so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of times they would cut to him and he would say something and you just laugh because you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, Finland.
Oh yeah.
They were obsessed with Finland.
Yeah, they
Oh
were.
yeah, man. The Finnish car.
I love that they could like mimic sounds.
Yeah.
That was
They
great.
could mimic everything.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Basically just like download it into their brain and
Right.
then spit it back out.
Yeah, if they see you do something, they could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the dance off.
Mhm.
Oh man,
The dance off was great.
Zebo was pissing that guy off.
Well, yeah, because didn't he say something like, "Oh, he won't be able to keep up"? And
Yeah.
at that point, he had already been like keeping
Keeping
up,
up.
and so me and
Destroyed,
Adam were
yeah.
like, "Yeah, okay."
Dude, but Whiplock during that scene, hot damn!
Oh yeah.
Sam just burst out laughing during that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Then you got sexy Jeff Goldblum up there doing sexy Jeff Goldblum
Of course,
stuff.
yeah.
Yes.
I definitely
man.
preferred them with their hair on, but
Question.
they didn't seem. It kind of got awkward at that point because they didn't seem like aliens anymore. They were just people acting weird. But
Yeah.
I got into it after a little while. But I was like, that's just oh well.
Do you think she shaved their members?
Yeah, she absolutely did.
She absolutely did.
That
right?
that woman, yeah, she did.
Candy?
Candy.
What was her full
She
name?
did.
Candy Pink.
Oh, nice. What a classic name. Well, that was one of my favorite scenes where she says, "It was easy. I started on poodles." And I was like, wow, what an applicable skill set. Like, you started shaving poodles and now you can just shave all these aliens.
Right?
Nailed it.
I know. But what was they have like little egg timers or like little cooking timers on their underwear?
On their, like, diaper? Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know what that was.
I
But
think-
they like he turned it like when he was watching the girly dance video.
I'm wondering
Oh.
if it's just, they just took things to make it look like they had a weird utility belt, and they were like, yeah, do that, and that'll work. And
Yeah.
There's something for them to tinker with. Like it wasn't really anything crazy, but like I don't know, just supposed to look like they have some sort of technology that they carry around with them that we won't know about because it's not explained. They just play with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, because I also kind of feel like the top of their heads, so they're like super furry, right? They kind of remind me of Teletubbies, to be honest.
Yeah.
But then like the tops of their heads kind of looked like a helmet almost.
Yeah, they were like space suits.
I think they wore helmets. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
belt was a belt, like essentially.
Yeah.
And then
So she just took them off. Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Mac had this like weird ass little dick on his head. Horn. What was that? Like I don't know. His
An
was
antenna? I don't know.
an antenna, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably.
Because Whiplock and Debo had the same helmet, just different colors that
Yeah.
matched their outfits, which was also pretty funny.
Maybe you get a captain antenna.
Oh yeah.
That could
Or
be.
something like
He
that.
was the captain, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, the cost, like the actual like fursuits were, they did a solid job.
Yeah.
And like Jim Carrey just was getting prepared for his Grinch costume, you know?
That's true.
Oh yeah, if he was green in this, that would have been.
That would have been hilarious.
I would be like, hold up.
Did they just hire the same guy?
Right.
Well, I wonder if Rick Baker did it. I forgot to look that up. God
Oh.
damn it.
Well, we could look it up and post it somewhere. Confirm
That's true.
it. But he totally could have. There's a lot of fur going on there.
Yeah, he's the fur man. This girl, Valarie, man, her and Ted were just such a great couple. She walks over, he knocks the grill into the pool, which, by the way, what the fuck was the grill doing that close to a pool?
I don't know.
But yeah, he was so pissed at him, like, dude, don't grill right next to the pool if you don't want the
Right,
grill to fall into the
right.
pool.
Yeah.
Like, let's use some
It's
logic
pretty
here, bud.
simple.
There's the whole rest of the backyard, and then there's right where you were.
Right.
Now, her running onto the field for his football game, you can be a little upset about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Those
was
two.
messed up. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
She literally just trots out into the middle. Like what?
Yeah.
How about her laying in bed with a wedding dress and cotton balls between her toes?
Yeah.
She was doing her nails, man.
Yeah, it was like a pedicure.
Yeah, she
But
was like a
just,
nail salon
laying
person.
In bed.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
had like fallen asleep like that.
Yeah.
Bro, she was about to go to the cuticle convention. Her cuticles had to be top notch.
Yeah.
Also, I really want to know if there really are cuticle conventions. Maybe not this year, but like normally.
I mean, there are probably like beauty and nail salon conventions, right? So like,
Yeah.
it's odd that it's a cuticle convention. Maybe that was just her lingo
Maybe
for
it's
it.
part of the joke. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Possibly. I don't know.
Could be.
Now,
Then-
how about she said something about like healing pyramids at one point.
Oh,
Healing
did she?
period, man.
Yeah,
What?
she said. I don't remember if it was that scene or not, but I have it written down right after that. And then my first thought was Shungite. But
Shungite.
we won't dig too deep into that. But that was my first thought. I was like, damn, they had Shungite back in the day.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't either.
Shungite healing rocks. They're like healing stones. It's a scam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Multi-level marketing scheme.
Multi-level tiered marketing. It's a it's a funnel system, reverse funnel system.
One of those things.
Yeah.
Power berries.
So go look up Shungite. if you
Don't
haven't
look
heard
up
of it.
Shungite.
I got a good chuckle out of a point where she was talking about like when her and Ted started dating. They were like, we started dating on Friday the 13th. My parents did too. And they actually go out every Friday the 13th.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's just it's not something you hear every day. So it was just like, ha. So clearly my dad was like, just tell my mom that she needs to watch this, right?
Yeah.
So it's just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
But they enter that beauty salon. Before they get there, I saw Tim's next truck car vehicle.
Yes, that was like parked outside that had like
Did I
a
miss it?
house on top of it. Like
They
it was
like straight
half.
up built like a little house.
Yeah, it was like a truck normally, but then on top of the bed was like the A-frame of a house, and then it also went above the like
Oh, I see what
normal
you're saying.
part of the truck.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was weird.
You've never seen
And
that?
I was like, no.
not like that.
Not like a camper like that?
Nope. And I was like, that's Tim's next car.
You've never seen
Well,
like a truck
vehicle.
camper?
No, I have, but it doesn't look like that.
These ones, this looks like
I
a
don't
legit,
think I
like,
looked away at that point. Maybe I was writing something down.
possibly, because
It's-
you would have recognized it.
Yeah, it straight up looks
Yeah,
like
I'm drawing a
the what are they? The cookie cutter homes? They
Yeah, it
just
looks like
chopped it
okay.
off and put it on a truck.
It was
Odd?
weird.
It was very odd, yes.
But
that was just the style of camper.
That was. And then Candy had to let everybody know that Valarie was having PMS. Premarital
Oh, did she say
sex.
that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. That's funny.
Are you having
I was-
PMS?
I was too distracted in that scene because there's a lot going on, so I have a lot of notes here. So when she's like, you need a makeover, and they go in the back room, and it's an ancient computer where it, like, tries on, like, different
the
hairs
hairs?
and different eye colors, and I'm just saying, there's no way that it would come up with results that quickly looking how that computer
No,
looked.
not in 89.
Like, you'd have to go make yourself a sandwich, come back, your first results ready. Like,
Right.
also, I don't know, wouldn't that require internet or something? I don't know. So, I don't know.
Software.
Oh, it's a
Girl.
software. Okay. Well, I did like that it kind of, like, pixely loaded. That was the
Yeah.
only accurate part.
It's just like when you had Neopets. You'd open the screen up, and then, like, 5 minutes later, your game would be loaded.
Classic. And
That-
then
You go, Sam.
I was gonna say, I don't understand why they changed her eye color as part of the makeover. Like, to my knowledge, salons didn't sell, like, colored contacts as part
Hey.
of a makeover
So this whole
thing.
situation with this was like, is this supposed to be in the future? That's the
Yeah.
first thought I had with that. I was like, is this supposed to be some kind of futuristic thing? Because this obviously wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was
Or
like,
maybe
but,
they
like,
were just, like,
I don't think so.
No,
maybe they were
prob-
just, like, making fun of the whole process.
I think they kind of were. I think it was like a jab at it, but also like just trying to be funny in their own way.
Yeah, and do something ridiculous,
Right,
probably.
yeah.
And the whole salon just straight up looked like also the most 80s-esque thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
And the face, the music. I have my note is 10,000% 80s. Like the
Yeah.
song
Yeah.
where Candy was singing.
Yes, definitely.
She actually is credited as singing the song on like
Oh,
Spotify.
really?
Nice.
Yeah, you might
Huh.
you might have seen that the day before we post this episode.
We're trying to get you guys in the mood with
Yeah.
the music on social media.
You know, just tossing them here and there.
Yeah.
Then she's reading like how to seduce a man, basically, right?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
From like Cosmo or whatever.
Yeah, it was just straight up like a novel too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like sprinkle a light with your perfume, and I'm like, that sounds like the worst possible idea I've ever heard. Yes, let's put a liquid on electronics. Genius.
Well, and then she like doused it, and of course it caught fire. And you're like,
I will say she was not the smartest person.
no, she's from the valley. She's a valley girl.
Is that a thing?
Yes. Go
Okay.
look it up.
I
don't know.
I get where you're going with it, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Did you like the kitty cat, Sam?
No.
No?
It didn't get very much airtime, and it was
Didn't
just
it?
like there.
Enough airtime.
It clearly was showing who was a good person and who was evil.
Oh, true. With the love touch and all that.
Well, I mean, it
Oh,
did always hiss at Ted.
True.
Yeah, true.
I don't know why your cat doesn't like me.
Because you're an asshole, Ted.
Your dick, Ted.
And that's what I was going to say next. Like, I feel so bad for this girl because, like, she got made over from, like, head to toe. So, like, clearly that was an arm and an ass.
Right.
Maybe not in the 80s, but I would think it still was in the
Oh,
80s.
yeah.
Just to find out, like, he's cheating on her when she gets
Right.
home. Like, and then when she goes and, like, her neck, like, the sad breakup song where she starts destroying the house, she, like, pours the champagne bottle in his fish tank. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, those poor fish.
I know.
I don't know how they survived after that.
It was a big enough tank.
They're just alcoholics.
That's true. But I mean, like, I
Ted
thought I
does that
just
all the
wanted
time.
one last fling.
Yeah.
She does.
Greatest thing to say
Oh
to
my
your
God,
fiance
what the-
ever.
That will
Highly don't
definitely
never.
bail you out for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Good logic.
I mean, it
What's
actually
the line?
almost worked.
60% of the time, it works 100% of the time. There you go.
That's true. It did almost work.
Yeah,
And
like-
she's like, maybe that's normal.
Isn't that kind of just like normal? No, it's. I'm gonna tell you now. At least from my point of view, it is not normal.
It's not normal.
Somebody had the greatest. I forgot to write who it was, but I think it must have been Valarie. She called him a weasel dick.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah.
Then you got this beautiful spaceship that looks like they just altered the Yellow Submarine from the Beatles song
Yeah, pretty much.
and dropped it into their pool.
Yes.
And man, it was good. Like they're looking down from outer space. And then I think it was Zebo. Anytime he saw a girl, or I'm a suspectfully guess that he was horny, he'd start wiggling his ears.
Yeah.
Yes, I have that written down. I was about to read that. I was like, I wonder if anyone else noticed.
I loved it because I was like, oh, maybe it's just if he's like viewing them. No. In person, he was wiggling his ears constantly too.
Yeah.
Now, Sam, can you wiggle your ears?
No.
Tim?
I can.
I can as well.
Nice.
Some people do it by like moving their forehead. And
Yeah,
but
that's what Adam's doing.
That's not wiggling your ears. No.
Well, no, I'm not moving my forehead. It just moves as well.
It moves with it, but some people they force. You can like move by using your eyebrows or whatever. I guess they do it that way, and that's not actually doing it.
Yeah, no.
I
You
can
can,
full on Dumbo flop my ears. So.
YouTube video.
Yeah, I was gonna say thanks for signing up for
Damn
the
it!
video.
He sets himself up so much.
He just has
Hey guys,
so
I
many
can do this weird thing
hidden talents.
and video.
Well, I don't know. Not very many of them have been made, so I think you're still semi off the hook for now.
No. When the next time we're all together, we're just gonna be like, all right,
Yeah,
Tim.
I'm gonna have to do like a whole thing. I know it.
Maybe we can like paint your face so that you'll be like Zevo. What color was he? Yellow. Yeah, maybe we'll get you some yellow fur. We'll work on it. We'll try to get some visual effects going there.
Yeah.
For the
Nobody will know it's
reenactment.
him.
Yeah.
Not one bit.
And then, so when the spaceship inside the interior, they shrank. Because like when she first approached
Yeah.
it, I was like, holy shit, they're tiny.
Well, that's what I wrote down. I was like, wait, that ship is way too small, and it landed in the pool. And then I
Yeah.
was like, wait, they're tiny, and then they grew, and you're like, oh, okay. But before that, she jumps in the water, and I was like, or she's like, maybe I can just swim through it. Like she was like acting like it was some weird thing, like
I know.
because she was like, oh Ted, you're in my head. She's like, I'll just swim through it. What?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that logic at all. But okay, girl.
Yeah.
Dude.
You're
And
in
then-
your own world. I don't know what
Yeah.
opioids or lewds you're on right now.
Exactly.
She gets inside, and they're like, I think it was Whiplock. He just yells, she's gonna explode, duck!
Yeah. Why would
Yeah.
Because she was losing her shit when
Well,
she
yeah.
went inside.
explode? That was great.
Well, and I think like that was one of my favorite scenes because she'd start screaming and like holding her head, and then like they'd start screaming, holding their head back.
Yeah, they're like
I
mimics
was
and whatnot.
dying. Yes, that was so good.
They finally go inside the house, and they're all playing like everything, doing all the sounds that they can hear. Reminded me of the scene from Tarzan with all the gorillas
Oh
Right.
yeah.
when they first get to the camp. So I guess it's reverse. The gorillas copied them. So
Well, before they go in the house, though, they go outside and you're like, "Oh, the air is fresh," and then,
Yeah.
and then Jim Carrey's like, he's like,
yeah, we have really fresh air today.
"Oh God."
Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous.
I have this written down right next to it, but this is pretty great. He says, "What's this on her toes? Fungus?" And he was talking about her nail polish.
Her painted
Nail
toenails.
polish, yeah, I loved it.
Oh my God. There's so many good quips in this that are just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But once they're inside, Ted finally calls back.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That douchey ass voice message, like not voice, it's not the message, but the recording machine.
Yeah.
George Costanza definitely has the best one ever.
Yeah.
Sam, can you actually do it still?
Believe it or not,
George is not home.
Please leave a message at the beep. I must be out or I pick up the phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home. It's so good.
That was glorious.
And he sings it like that, like off key and terrible. It's
Yeah,
so
Jason
bad.
Alexander is a trained singer. So
Yeah.
that scene took all day because he kept singing it perfectly.
Perfectly. Yeah.
So,
Anywho, Seinfeld veering off.
Yeah.
But what did Ted say?
oh, I don't know. He's like,
Something about being a doctor, right?
oh yes,
Yeah.
you have called Dr. Ted Love. Or
Yeah,
something douchey
stupid.
like that.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm not here right now, but I can help you later.
Yeah, it's something silly. And you're like, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, before he calls, though, I want to talk about the gloriousness of them. Like, she is basically like, oh, I'll cook you lunch or breakfast or whatever, right? And she has, like, nothing in her house, and they just start, like, eating everything. But, like, one of her lines was, instant pudding, add water. That's too much work. And I just, like, died.
Did you feel that at a spiritual level?
Yeah, some days I do act like that. I'm not gonna lie. But I was like, really? And then when they ate the eggs, she's like, oh, you have eggs on your plate? But, like, I guess they had them with shell and everything in their
They
mouth.
had it, yeah. They just...
And they just, like, had them sitting there. Like, they weren't even, like, eating them or anything. They were just
Oh,
chilling.
oh.
And she's like, oh, I'll cook them for you. And, like, them trying to, like, spit them back out was hilarious. Because they, like, couldn't do it.
Did they scream when she cracked them open?
I don't know.
No, they didn't.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, they zoomed in on it when she did it.
Yeah.
But, like, that was it. Because I remember, I was like,
Okay.
oh, I thought they were going to be like, freak out.
Yeah.
Dude, but
something.
was it Zebo or Whiplock that started eating his fish? Or both?
Zebo.
I think it was both.
Zebo
Oh, yeah, they
definitely
might have
did.
both, but later on in the running joke, he, like, had another one still, and he,
Yeah.
like, ate it. Like,
Did you notice what the fish were
oh,
named?
I did, yeah.
I didn't.
They were all cars.
Car brands,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, Beamer, Mercedes,
He
Aston,
was like,
and
Aston,
Martin.
where is Martin?
I didn't catch that in the movie. I caught Beamer and Mercedes.
Yeah, well, later
Yeah.
on, or I don't know if it was the same scene, he's talking to it, but he asks one of the fish, he's like, Aston, where's Martin?
It's so good.
First off, that's ridiculous because what? Your fish is going to tell you where the other fish is?
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
And then be the car names.
Yeah.
Well, and another instance of Ted being a douche is, so his voice message, right? When he's leaving that voice message, he's, like, picking up flowers. And I'm just saying, if you cheated on this girl and you're giving her, like, 2 carnations and 1 little sprig of baby's
Right.
breath, like, that ain't gonna cut it, dude.
Nah,
You
that's
need
like
to get, like,
$6
full
now.
on 2 dozen roses sort of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
I
It
think you
was
should have to
real
buy
bad.
like 300 roses or something.
Oh yeah, come on, dude. But just another Ted being not understanding how this works.
And then you got Valarie being another, just such that Valley girl life.
Yeah.
She straight up said, I think it must have been the candy. Finland is the capital of Norway.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not. Oslo is, or Oslo.
Yeah.
You were close. Finland's
Getting
kind of
there,
a country.
you're getting there. Yeah.
It's a place. Both are, yeah. Mhm.
Good job. Yeah, but that's just like part of the one-liners, I feel like.
Right.
Of
It
ridiculousness.
is. And did we like miss something like in the 80s where all the girls apparently wore lingerie at salons?
I think
Oh,
this
was
is part
that
of
a
the
thing?
movie.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like,
Candy was always in like some sort of like
Yeah.
Corset or
like
something.
corset, yeah.
I was just
Well,
like,
the
what the fuck?
80s, the 80s was known for some crazy fashion, so
That's
who
true,
knows?
but
Like,
I
I
think
doubt
that
it,
is a little
but
far-fetched.
yeah.
I know. And you could see it was slowly transforming into the 90s clothing though, because Valarie was wearing like a jean jacket on top of her jeans.
Yes.
Mhm.
But then her jeans had cuts right at the butt cheeks.
Yeah, and she was
Yeah.
wearing heels to go
I was like,
clubbing. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, the hell is your outfit?
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Well, and like Jim Carrey's outfit looked totally normal. It was just like a
Oh,
tank
yeah, it
top with
did.
like cargo shorts, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Now,
dude's clothing was more normal.
I would have actually believed if Jim Carrey's character was from like one of the like Nordic countries, like Norway or Finland,
Mm-hmm.
because of his blonde locks.
Yeah, true.
But not sexy Jeff Goldblum. Or Zebo, I suppose.
No?
No. Dude, that dance scene though, I know I brought it up earlier, but
you just gotta go back to
that was a good dance scene.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Why be with a hero when you can be with a zero?
That was great.
I was like, nice, this guy.
It's funny though because they were like able to mimic things and everything. So you gotta. I wondered if that was like his way of mocking him.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Like he would have been able to do it just fine. Like I don't know. He would have been able to repeat it just fine. But
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
They had like unlimited stamina too. He could just keep dancing
yeah,
forever.
I mean,
He
we're
did not get
aliens,
winded whatsoever.
Nah.
Zebo don't get winded. Then you got Jeff Goldblum with the stuffed animal. Where did he get the stuffed animal?
It was on the jacket, like as
That
a
he borrowed?
souvenir. Yeah.
Nice.
It was weird. I
Here,
didn't get it.
he just gets handed a jacket. Okay.
Sweet.
That's a sparkly jacket.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, the club had so many good outfits. Like, the girl that was dancing with them and her, like, crazy, like, petticoat skirt was just insane. And, like,
Yeah.
the sparkly jacket was real nice. I liked
The
it.
cut up Amex cards for the earrings.
Yeah! Oh, I got these from my dad or something.
Oh my
like
God,
that.
yes,
Yeah.
We laughed pretty
So
hard
good.
at that part.
And you're just like looking over at your parents being like, can I get some new earrings?
Yeah. You want to float me some? Thanks.
Then they go home
Mm-hmm.
and they have some sexy time.
That was the weirdest scene. Not the
Oh,
sex
God.
itself, but like the daydream weird thing that came, her dream, I guess,
Yeah,
that
her
came
dream.
after it, where like Lordy, I don't even know what happened.
She's
Like-
on some kind of
Something.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, well, I mean,
What?
he does do like the love tap thingy, right? Maybe that's what it was?
Yeah, he said he was gonna share consciousness, but I was
Oh,
like, is
yeah.
that just like a euphemism
But he does that
for sex,
later,
or did
like
you
to
actually?
test her, and then like
Yeah.
it works or like doesn't. Yeah, she like counters it, but
Yeah, she's like, reflect.
yeah,
Yeah.
Boom, roasted.
So
that was like
maybe,
his test or whatever, I guess. But
Yeah. So maybe it was like partially his fault, but maybe she's just weird and on drugs, or it was
Lubes.
left over from the alcohol.
yeah, something.
I don't
yeah.
know.
Something happened.
But it
How
was
about-
like black and white, and there was
Yeah.
like, what else was in? Like, there were just aliens everywhere.
All aliens
Everybody
everywhere.
was aliens. It was weird.
Oh, so in that scene, there's a robot. My dad pointed out that like in a lot of movies they use that
Yeah.
same robot.
It was the first premiere of him. I saw that in the like random trivia notes.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't know what that was. I was like, what the hell robot is
Because
this?
that robot, my dad was like, they use that robot in a lot of movies,
Oh.
and I was like, I thought there was like an older movie where that robot was like first seen, and then it's like a homage or whatever to that robot, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Could
It was the whole thing was trippy as shit. Like
Yeah.
the aliens. I would say they did a pretty solid job at like the makeup though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all of them.
Yeah.
Well, and I liked that old lady that like had her little satellite disc that she listened to everything on, and then she got turned into an alien, and she
Mhm.
looked really funny as an alien because her crazy hair and everything. Yeah.
How about when she wakes up the next morning and just takes like 10 birth control pills?
Oh yeah, just in
It's like,
case.
oh,
just
that's
in
gonna
case.
mess you up a little bit, I think.
Yeah, that's very true.
At this point, though, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, exactly.
like, I was like, oh, girl, what are you doing?
She at one point says, "Tell me about Zimbabwe."
She says that.
Yeah, because she can't pronounce the name of his.
Oh my
like,
god.
Yeah.
yeah,
She was special.
Oh, rough.
everything about it was insane.
Like the musical numbers.
Yeah, why? I felt so. Apparently, the blonde one was added back in because the cut that they had, like, not added back in. They just added that scene, that song number.
But like, I'm glad I'm blonde or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were like really short on time in the movie, so like we need to add like 6 extra minutes.
Well, I think it was a short movie, right? It was like an hour and 20 or something.
Yeah, so
But-
it was shorter than that.
Yeah. I guess that was kind of a longer scene. That's interesting. But I mean, I thought it made, as much sense as the other musical numbers.
Unfortunately,
like, I wasn't shocked.
I was able to get there like with the plot.
Yeah, I was
Right.
like, that's fine. That makes sense.
And you're like, Candy, you're not blonde. You've been like 7 different hair colors already.
Yeah, come on, Candy.
But Zebo, apparently I have just Zebo's laugh written down. Because he'd be like, ah!
Oh, yeah. He did. Ah!
Like he didn't know how to laugh.
Yeah, he wasn't
So he
sure how
just,
to
like,
laugh.
made
He just do like a weird noise. Ah!
What did you guys think of Woody? Woody seemed like a pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked Woody.
I thought they foreshadowed him earlier when he's like looking at the pool.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh man, if I was 6 inches tall, these waves would be wicked or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, is that foreshadowing that he's gonna get shrunk down and like be surfing in the pool? And I'm really sad that it never happened.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Where were you in 1989, depending on when this was made?
Oh, that would have been.
That would have been
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
But Woody was just he was a good guy. Good guy, Woody.
Yeah.
Just taking the dudes to the beach, man.
Yeah, to see the chicks.
See the chicks, get some popsicles.
Yeah.
Did they have popsicles? Why did I think they did?
He tells them to go get, like,
Something.
stuff. That's
Yeah.
not what he says, but, like, he basically says, go get stuff when they, like, end up robbing the gas station.
Yeah.
But he said, like, bread and something, but then...
Get some stuff to make sandwiches, man.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's like, candy? And, like, he's like, yeah, there's candy over here. And I was like, that's not what he's talking about, but all right.
When they finally steal the car, though, Tim, you're our expert car driver.
Yes.
Are you able to drive like Jim Carrey with his feet just while you're hanging out the window?
I don't know about that one.
You don't know?
YouTube video. No.
That sounds like a great idea. We'll have Tim driving like that, and then it'll just be like on like Dave and Buster's car game
Yeah.
instead
Yeah.
for safety reasons.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, you can do it if
Simulator.
you're really far away from everybody.
That whole car chase runaway scene though, like where they end up going through the donut.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was so crazy, where they're, like, going backwards down the highway, and,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. What was Zevo originally driving? And then
Zebo was
Jim
originally
Carrey,
driving. Then he like screams and he's like, "I do it!"
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then they arrive back at the gas station, like Mac and Valarie do,
Yeah.
and they're just like, "These two, like, what was it? Like the officers were like, that's good enough. Like these two are friends with her. Yeah, we'll just arrest them." Because they didn't have Zebo and Whiplock
Oh
under
yeah.
custody
Well,
Yeah.
the one girl was like, "Oh, I think that's one of them," and he looks nothing like the other two.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it was like, wait, what? You've never seen this person before.
Yeah. Well, and I thought that was part of the joke, because I think she said, like, oh, that's one of them. Well, I think so, or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, and it's like,
What?
wait, what? And they're like, that's good enough. Fine, it's whatever.
And then they're like doing their plan in the backseat. I'm like, you are like 2 feet from them.
Yeah.
And you're not even whispering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like just talking quietly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh.
But then they just love tap them, and then they're gonna go buy a house.
Yeah, they're going house shopping. That was amazing.
The double heartbeat though was pretty good. Where
Yeah,
they're
that was good.
Yeah.
and then they're just messing with Ted, just making all the weird noises.
Yeah.
I think I'm going crazy, Valarie.
Yeah. Ted deserved that.
Ted definitely deserved it. Man, they just ruined his day, ruined his life.
Nah, he ruined his own life.
Yeah, he did. He did.
But yeah, he was just like, oh, 2 heartbeats, I'll be a Nobel Prize winner. And
Oh
then
my god, yeah.
they're just like,
I'll be on the cover of Time magazine.
yeah, okay, Ted. Typical Ted.
Typical Ted.
Typical Ted.
Did you guys know, this is a weird random thing I saw. All of the cars had like the window shade up.
Yeah.
Like every single one of them had a window shade.
Yeah, and one of them was like Pep Boys.
Yeah, they were all different and they all had one up. And I'm like, is this just like
I
a
missed that too. I don't remember seeing
public
that.
service announcement on please use
Please
one?
use window shades. They were really trying to sell some window shades. in this
That or it
movie.
was just some weird thing they did for the movie itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not from Cali. Definitely not from the Valley.
I mean, I think a lot of people use them down here in Florida because there's a lot of sun, right? But I
Yeah.
wouldn't say every single
Right,
car
I don't
has
see them very often, yeah.
It's a little aggressive.
Yeah, I don't see them ever. Not really.
Right.
I actually have one myself, but it's Bob's Burgers.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Bob and the fam, you know, just sitting in our car.
Yeah.
It's pretty
naturally good. Yep.
Naturally.
What else would it be?
Star Wars?
Everybody has a Star Wars one down here because it's
Yeah.
Disney.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think.
Tim's like, Star Wars sounds good.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that. Did you guys have much else written down? I think the ending of the movie was just pretty much like, come, I'm gonna go with you.
Yeah.
Which I was
Yeah.
happy she did.
I got a couple good quotes here.
Okay. Lay 'em on us.
First one, I don't remember the context of this one, but I wrote down, "I need you to take care of me." And I remember at the time, I was like, it was Ted. That's right. Ted said that to her, and I was like, dude, are you serious right now?
Classic
Like,
Ted.
when he was like pleading to her or something, he said, "I need you to take care of me," and I was like, Ted, you're a piece of shit.
Dude.
Like,
Fuck off, mate.
I wonder if that was after he was like hearing stuff. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he's
just
like
going
really
insane.
It was
crazy, or like
pretty
he like
close
wanted
to the end,
her
I
to-
think, yeah.
yeah,
But like
or
he was just
wanted
pleading
her.
for her not to leave him and stuff.
Yeah.
Then there's one. Let's see. They were talking about. It was between Mac and Valarie, and he said
Yeah.
something and says, "You're from out of town. The phone bills would be crazy."
Yes, I
Yes,
heard that.
I loved that.
And then another favorite of mine is Mac says to Valarie, "Valarie, are we limp and hard to manage?"
Oh yes, I remember that one
And I was like,
too.
oh, okay, that would have
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
so good.
All of it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all I had left though.
Okay, okay.
I didn't have anything.
Yeah, you threw your notes over to the side a while ago.
Yeah.
So I will get into the cast.
Dare you?
Okay, since Tim dared me.
Yeah.
Valarie was played by Gina Davis.
Mm-hmm.
You would know her in such things as Thelma and Louise.
Mhm.
She's Thelma.
I
She's
still
in
haven't seen that movie.
The Long Miss Goodnight.
Mm-hmm.
She's in The Fly. She's in Glow, like the newer
Oh,
movie.
the new one. Okay.
Yeah, and Stuart Little.
Yeah, that's
She's
what I
Mrs.
recognized her from.
Mac is played by sexy Jeff Goldblum.
Obviously.
Jurassic
True.
Park, also in The Fly.
Oh.
He's in one of my favorite movies. He's in is Grand Budapest Hotel. So good.
Yeah, that's
I haven't
good.
seen that either. No.
Oh, you need
I
to.
always meant to. I just never have.
He's in Independence Day, Tour to Pharmacy. That is such a ridiculous movie. If you have HBO, and it's like a mockumentary on the Tour de France.
Okay.
By the Lonely Island. It's good.
Yeah. And then Tim, do you know what character he is in Happy?
Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to picture.
If I were to say it in their language, it is dog.
Nope.
He's God.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
So, then Whiplock is none other than Jim Carrey. He's in Dumb and Dumber, Bruce Almighty, Ace Ventura. I'm not even gonna read both of those because
The
those are very.
normal Jim
I mean,
Carrey
it's-
stuff.
Yeah, he's in
You
Eternal
know.
Sunshine of the Spotless
Yeah.
Mind, 23, The Mask, Sonic. He's Dr. Eggman,
Yeah, I know.
Still haven't seen that one.
I haven't either.
and Burt Wonderstone.
Yes.
I love that movie. And then he's in a new show called Kidding. Never heard of it,
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know about
but
it.
he's got like some episodes. Zebo is played by Damon Wayans. Wayans? Does anybody know if I'm saying that right? I thought it was Wayans.
No idea.
It's not.
He's
Wayne.
in Wayans? Is that how you say it?
I think so.
However you say it. He is in The Living Color, My Wife and Kids, The Last Boy Scout, Major Payne, and then he is in the new Lethal Weapon television show.
Oh, nice.
Yep, he's Murdoch.
Hmm.
Candy Pink is played by Julie Brown. She's in Medusa, Dare to Be Truthful, Clueless, and Strip Mall.
Nice.
Woody is played by Michael McKean. He's in This Is Spinal Tap, A Mighty Wind, Better Call Saul,
Oh,
and he's Mr. Green in Clue,
nice.
which is completely different because Mr. Green is a very like put together character, and then Woody is Woody.
not.
Ted is played by Charles Rocket. He's in Dumb and Dumber, so I'm not like I've seen Dumb and Dumber a couple times, but
Yeah.
I'm not all knowing about it. Is he like a bad guy in that movie? Anybody remember?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. He's in Dances with Wolves, Titan AE. I've actually wanted to see that. That one looked
I've
weird.
seen it, yeah.
Shortcuts. And then a random extra was Wayne Brady, like from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Right.
Right? Like he had to have been in the dance club scene, right? Right.
Probably.
Probably.
And then one of the beauty salon dancers was played by Andrea Parker. She's in a TV show called The Pretender. She's in a show this was a movie, Less Than Perfect, and then Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, nice.
So just random background person. The director was Julian Temple. He did Vigo, or Vigo, Vigo. The Ecstasy of Wilco Johnson and Pandemonium.
So I haven't heard of any of his other
Nope.
movies.
No.
The Wayne, okay. So, Sam and I, when we were watching this, we were like, dude, that's the guy from White Chicks.
Yeah.
Because that was his brother. Because the Wayne family, Damon is one of 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a bunch of them are in movies. It's not just those 3.
Nice.
So, like, the 2 that I was thinking of was Sean and Marlon.
Okay.
Those are the 2 in White Chicks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was definitely, it was like, that is him.
Yeah.
And then I go look at all the names, and I'm like, that is not him. But it looks like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Julie Brown, the girl that played Candy, she was one of the writers.
Oh, nice.
Cool, okay.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Makes sense
Candy.
why her character was more over the top then.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the tagline for the movie. Valerie's about to discover how far a girl has to go to find Mr. Right.
Yeah.
'Cause they made a huge deal about, you
Yeah.
have to find Mr. Right.
Yeah. Am I your Mr. Right? Yeah.
Cheesy, but it was still funny.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff and Gina, so like sexy Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis, were married during production of this film.
Aw. Nice.
I wonder, are they still together?
I do not know.
Because
I don't-
my parents said
I don't-
that they were married for a little while, but we didn't know if they were
I
still
don't
together or
think
not.
so because
I
we
feel
watched
like
that
they're
TV
not.
show with Jeff Goldblum and his wife was a lot younger than him.
The Life According to Jeff Goldblum. or
Yeah,
whatever,
that one. Yeah, she was like 20 years younger than
Okay,
him.
then it's probably not her, yeah.
She was also
Makes
blonde,
sense.
I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
With blue eyes?
Yeah. Originally,
Weird.
Woody and Ted, the actors, were swapped.
Oh.
Like Charles Rocco was supposed to play Woody and Michael McKean was supposed to play Ted.
That would have been interesting.
I know, right?
So proof that Woody
Right?
has range from Clue and
Yeah,
he was
and
gonna
this.
be the other guy. Yeah.
All right, this is a list of actors that were offered the role of Valarie.
Oh my.
Daryl Hannah. Apparently Daryl's a woman.
Okay.
Elizabeth Shue. It looked like an L's on my paper, and I was like, what? Justine Bateman, Molly Ringwald, Deborah Winger, and Madonna.
Well, I'm glad they didn't go with Madonna.
I
Obviously.
know.
Although I think this would have been more in her wheelhouse because she.
I don't
could
know. She
sing.
sang it in Swept Away, and it was god awful.
That's
It
true.
was
That's a good point.
terrible.
And then, I don't know. I feel like Molly Ringwald is overrated personally.
Yeah.
So. I'm
And
glad they
for my
did Gina
final
Davis.
fact, did you guys know this movie was rated PG?
What?
Yeah, no. It was definitely rated PG, and they talk about sex the whole movie.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of
the whole
boobies.
movie.
There's straight up boobs in it, and that like she had a see-through top.
Well,
like,
technically,
bikini
I
top.
don't.
They never just show straight up boob.
Yeah, so I think that may have been how they got away with it. But still, there's
That was
no way. It should
see-through.
have at least been PG-13.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh,
Well, but the ratings back in the day were different, weren't they? It was like G
maybe. I don't know. I
I
wasn't
have
there.
no idea.
something.
I'm
Well,
not
I
a
just
movie critic expert.
Oh, it was GPG and R. There was no PG-13.
right. So I guess that makes sense then.
Yeah.
The only reason I know that is because on Amazon Prime, there's a drive-in movie specials segment where it's literally just like all the commercials you would see at drive-ins.
Yeah.
And we turned it on the other night to watch the hot dogs dance. And
Yeah,
I saw
Sam-
the ratings, and I was like, oh, those are way different.
She was like, yeah, let's watch the whole thing. I'm like, dude, it's an hour and 15 minutes long.
I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be like 15 minutes. How many drive-in ads could there be? Apparently a lot. Okay, continue.
This movie was nominated for 3 awards, won none of them.
Aw,
It was nominated for the International Fantasy Film Award for Best Film,
nice.
Interesting.
the Independent Spirit Award for Cinematography,
Oh,
and the Razzie
nice.
for Worst Supporting Actress for The Gas Girl.
The Gas Girl?
I'm really confused as to how they came to the conclusion that this girl that is on screen for about more or less 3 minutes of screen time should be nominated for a Razzie for Worst Supporting Actress.
Right.
Like, she might have not been good, but like, does 3 minutes of screen time give you the...
Does somebody had it out for her, I feel like. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
weird.
exactly.
That's like, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, like, I guess I didn't realize the Razzies were that old.
80,
I wonder.
82.
Okay, I was
think.
like, I wonder if they're like grasping at straws for some
Yeah.
of those.
Because I feel like they started to get big right when like The Last Airbender came out and the Twilights were definitely destroyed by them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense.
yeah. Tim, as your recommendation choice from my father, recommending it, would you flip this on?
I would flip it on. Yep.
How about you, Sam?
Yeah, I would flip it on. I mean, I know that I say I would flip on a lot of movies, but I really loved this one. It was so good.
I would flip it on as well.
Yeah.
It's not a porno. Just
Not a porno.
for those concerned, it was not.
It's classic Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah, you got sexy Jeff Goldblum
Yeah.
being sexy. I liked Gina Davis as like the Valarie character.
Yeah.
She was a dumb Valley girl,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed that. It
And
was
Candy
funny.
was fun, too.
Yeah. Zebo was
Good time.
amazing.
It's just good all around. It was like not necessarily a hidden gem, but I think it's worth a watch for sure.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a flip it on. If you got Tubi, which it's free,
You don't
everybody.
even need an
Yeah.
account,
Yeah, it's free.
If you're-
I've
if you can
definitely
understand
paid for
commercials.
worse movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Who hasn't?
So this is a good one to find for free. So if you like aliens, flip it on.
Mm-hmm.
If you like furry creatures, flip it on.
Yeah.
If you like musicals, flip it on. Although it's not,
3 songs, I
it's-
think.
It's not like Hamilton.
Yeah,
It's like
I expected a lot more singing, but
yeah, considering
Yeah.
it was labeled as a musical, so it's really so. I guess if you don't like musicals, you could also flip it on because
Right.
it's not.
Yeah, that's really a non like.
Yeah.
It's not a swaying point for me.
If you like romances, flip it on. If you like 80s, definitely flip
Oh,
it on.
if you like the over the top 80s,
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
apparently that's not how it was. That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, there's a lot of good reasons to flip it on.
yeah, for sure. So we're gonna get spinning here now.
All right.
Sam, will you do the honors? Because I am up to bat.
Up to bat.
Up to bat. Oh, you did not spin it. Wow. Here we go. Survey says
Wordplay.
we got wordplay. So
Finally.
So
I've been
Tim.
waiting for this one.
yeah.
Do you remember the rules to this one?
No.
Okay. So basically what it is, we're going to pick 2 words. Sam will pick one and then you'll pick one. And then I have to find a movie that at least we're going to say loosely again.
Fits
Just-
it, yeah. Because, like, it could be hard, I feel like.
Yeah, if you say
But, yeah.
Hot Dog Princess, I mean, that's not in every movie. I mean, I can only think of Enchanted off the top of my head. And I'm guessing that there's a princess that runs by.
Are you talking about Adventure Time?
No. I'm talking about
Continue.
it's like an animated Disney film that turns into
There's
a real
hot
life.
dog princess? Oh, because it takes place in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, I
That's
gotcha.
my only thing.
I gotcha.
Anyway, so Tim, what would be your one random word for me to pick a movie off of?
Sam, go first.
Waterfall.
Waterfall. Okay. Tim, it can be any random word.
It's a lot of pressure, I
It's a
understand.
lot of pressure.
I just looked at our Chromecast and there was a waterfall.
Ah.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Nice.
Breakfast at waterfalls.
Breakfast on the Waterfall. Go see if that's a movie.
No, see, I mean, like I could have easily have gotten Extraction out of that because he jumps on a waterfall and he eats breakfast at some point.
Oh, true.
Does
Boom.
he
I
drinks
don't
a
know.
He
beer.
probably does.
He might.
Well, thank you guys for joining us here on Flipper Flicks. We had a blast.
Yeah, it was a good time. We're blasting off.
Again. Ah!